The horizon burned with anticipation, a storm brewing not in the sky, but in the hearts of those who watched. Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons, had returned to Westeros, not to conquer, but to redeem, or so she believed. Her fleet tore through the stormy seas, sails snapping like the teeth of wolves. Above them, Drogon's massive silhouette carved through the clouds, his roar splitting the heavens. Flames flickered like banners of war, an unspoken warning to all who dared to stand in her way. As her boots touched the rocky shores, her soldiers fell silent, their gazes steady yet wary. Daenerys raised her voice above the howling wind.
Every step we take will be watched, every word questioned, but they will not doubt what we build. Strength is not in fire, it is in what endures.
The air hung heavy with distrust. In the great hall of Winterfell, shadows danced on cold stone walls as Sansa Stark addressed her council.
She comes with ships and soldiers with promises of peace. But dragons don't build, they burn. What happens when her promises fade? What will we lose this time?
The room buzzed with uneasy murmurs. That night, Sansa stood on the battlements, the bitter wind pulling at her cloak. Arya joined her, her face shadowed, her words carefully measured.
You're not wrong, but when you wear the crown of leadership, there's no escape. Every decision, every death, it lives with you. She'll bear that weight if she survives long enough to feel it.
Sansa tilted her head, studying her sister's face. And do you think she will? Arya's jaw tightened.
Rulers like her, they rise or they burn. The question is, how many burn with them?
Beyond the wall, the cold was merciless, but Jon Snow's guilt was colder. By a flickering campfire, he stared into the flames, his voice barely a whisper.
She wanted to break the wheel, to free us. And I broke her instead. The realm feels just as broken. All those choices, all those deaths, did it mean anything? Or did I just replace one wheel with another? If she's come back, it won't be for the realm.
His words were heavy with self-recrimination.
It'll be for me, and this time, I don't think I can save her.
In the shadows of King's Landing, betrayal sharpened its claws. A secret council met in a darkened chamber, their faces obscured.
She preaches unity,
One voice hissed.
but fire devours all.
An obsidian crossbow bolt glinted in the dim light.
Let her think she's untouchable. Let her learn dragons bleed.
As whispers faded, an assassin melted into the darkness, weapon in hand. In Westeros, betrayal was the only currency, and treachery was the highest bidder. In Valyria, the air was thick with the weight of ages. Among the ruins, Daenerys stood with a dragon egg glowing faintly in her hands. Beside her, a shadowbinder spoke with a voice steeped in warning.
This egg carries the blood of the doom. It does not obey queens, it demands masters.
Daenerys' gaze didn't waver.
Then I will master it.
As the egg cracked, the chamber grew alive with energy. Glyphs on the walls began to glow, casting shimmering shadows that danced like spirits. An ethereal light engulfed Daenerys, illuminating her features with a mix of resolve and wonder. Smoke curled into the air as a low growl, ancient and terrible, echoed through the ruins. From the shell emerged a dragon unlike any other, smaller but shimmering with black and gold scales. Its glowing green eyes seemed to pierce through time itself. The Shadowbinder stepped back, her voice trembling.
This is no ordinary dragon. This is the soul of the Doom Reborn.
The young dragon perched on Daenerys' arm, its eyes locking with hers.
It recognizes you, but its loyalty is a blade, double-edged.
Daenerys smiled faintly.
Then let it see what I will build.
Under the night sky, her army gathered, torches burning like stars in the darkness. Drogon's shadow loomed, his roar a challenge to the world.
We march not to conquer, but to forge a future. They will call us invaders. Let them. Our purpose is greater than their fear.
Cheers rose into the night, a symphony of loyalty and resolve. But in the shadows, the assassin struck. An obsidian bolt flew true, striking Drogon's wing. His scream tore through the night like a death knell, flames erupting wildly as he writhed in agony. Soldiers scrambled, their torches casting chaotic light across the camp. The air reeked of smoke and panic. Daenerys rushed to Drogon's side, her hand on his trembling wing. His massive eyes locked onto hers, filled with pain and fury. Her voice, though steady,
They think this will break us. Let them learn how wrong they are.
The assassins slipped into the night, their smirk hidden in the dark. The fires of betrayal burned bright, but Daenerys' resolve burned brighter. The storm has come, and its fire will test them all. A final question lingers in the air. The Dragon Queen's story continues. Will Westeros rise from the ashes or be consumed by the flames?